Actually, if it's on the record.
Is this on the record?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Govan, right here. Raise up your right hand.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
It's probably a little out of order, but better late than never, I guess. Mr. Aurora, would you like to ask your client some questions?
Mr. Govan, would you please spell your first and last name for the record?
HERNANDEZGOVAN.
And Mr. Govan, you and I have talked about your right to testify at trial, correct?
Yes, sir.
I've advised you that I would recommend not testifying based on some of the evidentiary rulings. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've agreed with me that you do not wish to testify.
Yes, sir.
And that's freely and voluntarily. Nobody's forcing you to do that.
Nobody's forcing me.
Nobody's threatening you to do that.
No, sir.
All right. And this is something you are doing freely and voluntarily again.
Correct.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to stamp this 33 on it and give you the circulation.
Could you see who was inside of the cookie store from once you got out of the car?
Oh, once we pulled in, this when I saw you and Dolph like close to the glass, like he gonna bag up. That's when I saw where he was at, like location in the store, where his location was inside the store.
Was this the person to which you're referring?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that you?
Yes, ma'am, that was me there, ma'am.
I know anything you was over with.
Matter of fact, shut the fuck up, I'm pissed off. Feel like a boss, not a part of the system. Coming for a check, pull up, hit the link, but it just left. This shit feel like a sitcom. Yeah, you get up with the warning. Gotta flash the bags, yo shit wait, yo shit boring. Shut the fuck up, cause you niggas got me snoring. Turn this shit up, turn it off, cause I'm back, ho. Yeah, I'm back, ho. Bitch, I'm back, ho. Yeah, I'm back, ho. Yeah, I'm back, ho.
Live next to Cornelius Smith Sr.
I live next to King Smith, his daddy.
Okay. So his daddy's King Smith lives next door to you, right? And you have to say yes or no, I'm sorry.
Yes.
All right. And Cornelius Smith, that's somebody you know, right?
Yes.
Could you tell the jurors how you know Mr. Cornelius Smith?
He's a young man that lived next door, and the only reason I had to came in contact with him, he always would do nice things for me. Like when I go shopping, he always would get my grocery out the car and bring it in the house for me. That was good for me because I was tired. So that's not only that, that's the only time that he come around. If I needed something done, I could ask him, and he would do it. And if he charged me, I would pay him. But he never charged me for anything. To me, he was a nice kid.
So, Miss Ferguson, you and I talked at your house last week, just a few days ago, right? You'll have to say yes or no.
Yes.
All right. And I also asked you if Cornelius Smith said a few years ago that somebody came by your house to give you $500 for him. Would that be true or false?
That would not be true.
All right. So if Mr. Cornelius Smith said under oath that, like, you're like a grandmother to him, right?
If that's what you want to say?
Okay, I'm just repeating what I've heard in court. So if he said that you got $500 for him to hold, never happened.
Never happened.
Not yesterday, not 5 years ago, not 10 years ago.
No, if somebody was going to leave something for Cornelius at my house, they probably stuck it in my mailbox or something like that, but I haven't received any cash or any envelope for him.
So if somebody said you were specifically given $500, would be a lie.
Would be a lie.
All right. And I'm really sorry to call you. I know the last time you came to court was talking about your son's murder, so I 100% apologize. I know you were very upset outside. So thank you for your honesty.
Okay.
No cross, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am, for coming. You're free to go.
Okay.
All right, y'all. This case, this trial, this mock fucking trial has come to an end. Was it quicker than how long straight job trial last? What, 4 days? Was it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Damn, they put a stamp on this one, bro. This high profile, long little flipper, man. Man, they in closing arguments. I got 2 more clips I'm gonna show y'all, but guess what? Let me tell you about the first clip. At the end, this pissed me off. When they brought the old lady, elderly lady, 80 years old, to come take the stand, at the end, this is the last witness that was called. As you heard, one of her sons just got murdered. They brought this elderly lady in here, 80 years old. Manny Aurora, Govan's lawyer, brought her in and asked her. Now, if I were to ask you, have you ever received, have anybody ever dropped money out to you for Cornelius Smith in an envelope, what would you say? She said, I would say that's a lie. And then she said, this was part that pissed me off. Then obviously she's saying, if I ain't gonna lie, I'm old school. Somebody put some money in my hand in the envelope for Cornelius, then I would give it to Cornelius, because I don't steal, basically. Then she made a statement. She answered that question, but she by herself said, now, if somebody was to put something in an envelope and leave it in the mailbox, then I wouldn't know about that. Right then and there. You know what? Right then and there. All the damn, one of them damn 2 bobblehead ass attorneys, and I'm sorry. I don't respect none of that. That's right, that's representing Dolph. Let me up in there. Let me represent the state. And right there at the end, both of them could have stand up since both of them could have stood up. Any one of them could have stood up and say, okay, ma'am, Well, after the defense finished, and she's like, "Ma'am, you just testified. How you doing, ma'am? Hey, sorry to hear about your son. But you basically what you're saying is that you wasn't handed an envelope with $500 in it in your hand, but it could have been left in the mailbox, and Cornelius could have walked next door and got it out the mailbox, is what you're saying?" "Yes, ma'am." But you know one of these two bobbleheads did? Pass the witness. I have no questions for the witness. Right then and there, you gonna let the defense get the final jab? And then you ain't gonna say nothing just like that. You know what that left, you know what impression that leaves on the jury mind? It's that Cornelius. They just created reasonable doubt. Right there. Cause that's what she finna, Judge Mitchell finna instruct the jury on. Anything not guilty if you have any kind of doubt. And right at the end, out of these two women, now one of them couldn't even address that to prove that Cornelius wasn't lying. Y'all let Manny and Rara get the last shot and didn't prove nothing, and y'all didn't even challenge that shit. But I'm gonna tell y'all what. I might well go and let the cat out the bag now. Look, the feds been all over this. For the people out there that's in the back of the bus or refuse to pay attention, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all what's really going on. The reason why reason why we had to filter through all this, number one, the feds have sealed indictments already on a lot of guys. And when I say a lot of guys, you seen how they picked up Young Mob, you seen what they did over there with the other squad. The feds are creating I do believe the biggest damn RICO in history, even bigger than the mob, the mafia. So they have sealed indictments. They still doing investigations. When I say investigations, I'm talking about linking up a lot of SHIT. Govan has already made a proffer agreement with the feds. Cornelius has already made a proffer agreement with the feds. Shondale already made a proffer agreement with the feds, not the damn state. Did you see Morroy or did you see Steve Morroy? So now since they didn't pick up question Juke, who they talking about? The MPD ain't gonna question nobody. When CMG, all they do is harass Dolph and get jealous at Dolph, pull Dolph over, because Dolph riding through, showing them like one of my pinky rings is 5 years of y'all salary. They don't like that. But CMG play political dudes, ties. Don't remember this is his auntie Linda Mae Films started with the feds. Big Juke got took out at the Kingpins. All of these folks are the fed, everything in their whole goddamn family. Now, 2011, Big Juke got warned that somebody was finna kill him. He been fed ever since too, right? When people skate away with a lot of shit, go to the White House, they have us around murder, cocaine, this, that, guns, and they never get touched. They ass federal too. See, the whole rap industry, this ain't hip hop no more. The rap industry is feds. You know what I'm saying? Everything is feds. Conspiracy, fed. But it's some sealed indictments. And if you don't know what that is, do your homework. And that's what the feds doing right now. So as much as it pisses me off, we're gonna have to light their ass up. This was a mock trial. It was a mock trial, and that's another point I'm trying to make. The reason why people be like, hold up, they doing a whole goddamn lot of speculating. Where's the evidence at? Where's the real evidence at? The real evidence, man. They can't play both sides. They can't straddle the fence. But see, that's what the Fed. That's the Feds. Now the Feds. Let me tell y'all to put a stamp on this. The Feds got the whole Shelby County, Tennessee by the balls, about to go bankrupt. Memphis on the verge of being bankrupt with the Tyree Nichols. If y'all don't see the games they playing and how political it is, well then Monroe been bought. We already made that paper trail. Y'all don't want to talk about the real shit, but not look at this justice for dog. Y'all supposed to be pissed off just like me, but we gonna take it to. We just went just like dog said. I know y'all ain't think it was over with. Now if this dude walk, he ain't never coming back to the hood. He been exposed as a federal paid informant from his lawyer, the testimony, the state, and his paperwork. So he ain't coming back to the hood. So either way you look at it, it's still called the blues. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, look at all the death, look at all the results. Like look at why this happened. Well, so let me get on out of here, y'all. But before I go, I got something. That's what I was finna tell y'all. You remember Howard Barnett? Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait till I hit my boy up behind the scenes on this one. I think we just might be able to solve Howard Barnett's murder. Remember Straight Drop when Straight Drop got out of jail? Howard Barnett had his girl, and then as soon as Straight Drop get out of jail, Howard Barnett never been found again. What's the coincidence in that? But guess what? Them phone logs, I seen 2 names and then an address that connects this Howard Barnett. So I want y'all to watch this video. I'm gonna leave at the end at your time. And then cause when we come back, we're coming back correct. Because see, they done messed up. I might well say they done fucked up, cause I don't feel, they done fucked up. And now, we done lucked up. My name is TRURESULTS. Y'all support the channel, like, share, subscribe, I will support. Cash App $TRURESULTS #2. Stay safe, stay true, and stay blessed. Y'all check out the Howard Barnett video that I'm put up right now, so y'all be up to speed. And then look at the images on the screen, and I'm gonna catch up with y'all later. Long live the Flipper Man, True.
What's going on, y'all? This is True. Top of the morning to everybody, and salute to everybody. Special shout out to Shay Batiste, Shay B. Appreciate you, love you, and love everybody. Salute to all y'all. Okay, I had to take a day off. I told y'all with this Howard Barnett, Shondell cousin, and Straight Drop and all that connection and shit, it was gonna be deep all the way back to Texas. So we're gonna have to. I'm gonna do this the best way I can. This is gonna be an epic investigation or whatever you want to call it, query into Howard Barnett's absence, his missing. He's been missing since 2017. Right after Straight Drop got released, so we got a lot to talk about. And once again, when I say this shit goes, man, this shit about to man, I just don't understand. So with no further ado, I just wanted, that was my introduction. And if you haven't watched the last video, if you're just tuning into this is the second part out of many parts. We're going down a rabbit hole, but this time we're going with all facts, 100%. And if you haven't, it's going to be in the description box, and I will be leaving a link to each and every one of these parts in order as we continue on part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc., etc. So, first thing I want to do is that, and now I want y'all to listen to me read an affidavit from Howard Barnett before so you can understand what this video is about. True. One of the affidavits for Rico Barnett, Howard Barnett. This is in no way to tarnish his name or image. He's missing, loved, and all of that. And his mama and his folks want to know what happened to him. But this is for context about what I'm going to tell y'all in a minute. It's a little blurry, so I'm going to read it. On September 27, 2012, at approximately 13:15 hours, detectives G. Hiller, Jackson, Henry, and Yancey responded to a Crime Stoppers complaint of drugs being sold from 4041 Powder Mill Road. Keep that address in mind. Once at the location, the investigators met with Mr. Howard in his driveway. Mr. Howard was explaining the nature of the complaint, at which time he allowed the investigators into his residence to further discuss the complaint. Mr. Howard was then asked by Detective Fox for his consent to search the residence, at which time Mr. Howard consented, both verbally and written. Detectives Hillard and Henry then went to the master bedroom and observed a small clear plastic baggie which contained a leafy green substance resembling marijuana in the dresser drawer. Mr. Howard was arrested. Detective Henry then further searched the room the initial marijuana was recovered in and located a backpack in the closet which contained several clear plastic baggies of a leafy green substance resembling marijuana. Detective Henry also opened a dresser drawer in an adjacent bedroom and recovered several other small bags of leafy green substance resembling, just say marijuana, shit. Detective Henry also discovered a safe in the same master bedroom the backpack containing the marijuana was found in. Detective Henry then opened the safe, which contained several bundles of currency. Detective Hillard later recovered several different denominations of currency from Mr. Howard's pockets. Detective Hillard also recovered 2 digital scales and a marijuana grinder from the kitchen, bonus, and living rooms. Mr. Howard was then transported to 225 Channel 3 Drive. If y'all don't know what that is the organized crime headquarters, OCU. They also got another one. This one here is directly next to the Channel 3 news station. If for anybody in Memphis, you know. Yeah. He was transported there for further investigation. Once at the office, Howard was advised of his Miranda rights by Henry and Yancey, which he waived. Howard then stated that the marijuana recovered at his home does belong to him and that he does sell marijuana. The marijuana recovered from the master bedroom dresser drawer did test positive at the property room for THC and had a weight of 17.6 grams. The marijuana recovered from the backpack also tested positive for THC and had a weight of 2.6 pounds. The marijuana recovered from the adjacent bedroom dresser drawer also tested positive at the property room for THC and had a weight of 46 grams. The money totaled $6,296. All this shit was tagged at the property room, and based on these facts, Howard was transported to 201 Poplar for booking and processing, and this incident did occur in Shelby County on September 27, 2012. Now let's go. Now, I showed y'all that, I read y'all that to let y'all know 2 things. Howard Barnett, Rico, say like he was, doing what Dolph did, little flipper man, heavy in the game, right? You see this car, You say he missed his car, so if he riding like that, that would explain a lot of things about Rakayla, since she was 18 and he was 38 years old. Right? She attracted to the balders. You know what I'm saying? Now, since we on this car, let's go to his van next. I just showed y'all that to let y'all know what we, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, so this story can make sense. Now let's move on to Straight Drop, his missing cell phone, and his missing van. And then we'll get back to some more shit. I told y'all this shit deep. Put in a lot of work. Shout out to the team I got. We on this one. And it's deep. It's deep. I can't stress that enough. That's why we gonna keep going in parts. So y'all better support. Cause this shit goes way back to Gotti, his mama, Kamisha, and to Dolph. J Money. Lot of layers. Let's go. True. Okay. Howard Barnett took off in this van July the 18th, 2017 to go here. To this place right here. His cousin's house in Germantown. And the reason why I know exactly where he was going, because it's the same reason that I got the address off of his indictment. His affidavit, where he was selling weed at his cousin's house. So that would be your boy, Shondell. Now, he left. He was last seen at about 10 o'clock, July the 18th, headed to his cousin's house in Germantown, which you're looking at right now. I just gave y'all the cross streets, but it's right there on that street. But they say he never made it. Now, they found his cell phone on Jefferson Avenue. That's downtown Memphis. If you know where this 201 Popular Shelby County Jail, then you know where Jefferson is. It's the next street over from Popular Avenue. They found his phone down there. Now, the significance of finding his cell phone only through on the side of the street on Jefferson had me thinking, why would they find his phone? Why would they throw his phone on Jefferson and find his van 6 days later, 60 miles away? We'll get to that in a minute. But let me show y'all what a little research will do you if you take your time. That's why I took yesterday off. I did this all day. So once again, I appreciate y'all for every donation I get. Now, Cash App True Results number 2. His phone. So Straight Drop, right? Y'all keep hearing his name. You keep knowing that Straight Drop girl was fucking with Howard Rico Barnett while Straight Drop was locked in jail, right? Matter of fact, let me do it like this. Let's go back to the bowling alley so that I can show y'all this, and then we're going to come right back to this. True. Shooting that Straight Drop got arrested for. We referring back to the beginning, part 1. Straight Drop got arrested for shooting inside a bowling alley. Here's the affidavit for that. He went to jail and missed his boo thing, Rakayla. Check this out. On January 31st, 2017, officers responded to a shooting at 1576 South White Station, which is the Billy Hardwick Bowling Alley. Officers, you see blurry. Officers on scene came in contact with Maisha Cook, Justin Nuckman, and Chad Justice, who advised they had all been shot by a male black armed with an assault rifle following a large fight. The male gunman had been involved in a large fight when the male went out to his vehicle and received an assault rifle from a vehicle that was in the parking lot. The male gunman then returned to the front door of the bowling alley and opened fire into the business, striking Maisha Cook, Justin Kruckman, and Chad Justice. The male gunman then left the scene with a female black in a silver sedan. Maisha Cook suffered from a gunshot wound to her right thigh. Justin Kruckman suffered a gunshot wound to his right forearm. Chad Justice was grazed on his right shoulder. Officers also spoke with the victim, Michael Colley, who advised after the shooting occurred, he observed that his gray 2004 Ford F-150 had been shot while parked in the parking lot. Colley advised the total damage to his vehicle was $750. During the course of the investigation, investigators received an anonymous tip naming Justin Johnson as the shooter. Justin Johnson fit the description of the suspect described by the victims and witnesses. Investigators also viewed the video footage of the incident and could see Justin Johnson match the physical appearance and build of the gunman. Investigators also learned, check this out, investigators also learned that Rakayla Hunter was Justin Johnson's girlfriend, get it, and assisted Justin Johnson in leaving the scene after the shooting occurred. Rakayla Hunter was located at 3810 Kazaza and brought into the GSB office. Hunter admitted to leaving the scene with Justin Johnson after the shooting. Hunter also advised that she witnessed Justin Johnson shoot into the bowling alley at a vehicle. Hunter positively identified Justin Johnson out of a 6-person photographic lineup as the shooter in this case. So the story is starting to form. This affidavit right here proves that she was Justin Johnson's girlfriend before he went to jail for this shit, and she hooked up with Howard Barnett. Now remember, Straight Drop got out of jail in less than 6 months. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all that in a minute. But another thing about this is that Rakayla gave a statement and picked her boyfriend out of a 6-person lineup and said he was the one shooting. It ain't easy, but it's fair, baby. Straight facts. True, let go. Okay, y'all seen that. Now back to the van. Now back to the phone in the van. Jefferson Avenue, I just told y'all. Right next door to 201 Poplar, street over. Now, funny thing about the affidavits when you read them is that they give you a lot of information. When you look at affidavits, especially the second page, the back page, they'll give you addresses and shit. Now, due to YouTube community guidelines, I'm just gonna, what you're looking at is a Camaro, not the one that was used in the Mo 3 assassination, but it's a Camaro. Now, you can clearly see the address. Guess who address this is? This is Straight Drops, one of Straight Drops' address, right? It's the address that was listed on this affidavit. Guess how far away Howard Barnett's cell phone was found from this address? You're looking at it. It's right around the street. It's right down the street. This is on Danny Thomas. This place here is off Danny Thomas. Do your homework. They go to the address and then type Jefferson Avenue. This shit is like 2 miles away from where Howard Barnett's phone was found at. Is that a coincidence? That straight drive, the man's phone was found on Jefferson Avenue, walking distance from this location right here? I don't think so. But if you think I'm bullshitting, or you think I ain't took yesterday out to do my homework, these are 100 facts, 100% facts. There would be no disputing none of this shit. Ain't no alleged, ain't no hypothetical, ain't nothing but straight work and facts. But check this out. If y'all thought there was something, well then watch this. Listen to this right here. And then I'm going to show you something that's going to really let y'all know I ain't playing. Guess where his van was found at and the connection with that shit? But first listen to this. True.
With what was found that landed dozens of people under arrest. We are standing in front of what's known as Club Maserati. This is the location where Tipton County deputies arrested 28 people over the weekend, including local rapper Moneybagg Yo. But according to a Facebook post, he did not stay in jail long. He's an up-and-coming Memphis rapper with a new album. But Moneybagg Yo spent time in jail this weekend, along with 27 others, after deputies raided the rapper's album release party and concert.
They were lined up on the highway.
Darnell Dow lives near the Maserati Club in Tipton County. He says Saturday night, sheriff's deputies surrounded the club.
People, I guess, who had a warrant or something like that, had probation or something like that.
Deputies say the operation was targeting criminal and gang activities, violence, and parole violations. Moneybagg Yo, whose real name is Demario White, was arrested on drug and gun charges. In total, 10 weapons, cash, and drugs were seized, and some of those arrested are known gang members from the Vice Lords, Gangster Disciples, Bloods, and Crips. This video was posted to White's Facebook page the night the arrest took place, reportedly showing White and others quickly bonding out of jail. Some in the community think the party was an easy target for law enforcement.
Drink, smoke something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what you gonna do at the party?
Deputies also identified 3 undocumented immigrants. They did give that information to federal authorities, and another investigation is taking place. We reached out to Moneybagg Yo for a comment, but we have not heard back. In Tipton County,
Y'all probably be like, True, what the hell? Moneybagg Yo and all them people got arrested down there in Mesa, Tennessee got to do with Howard Barnett van, bruh. You tripping. I be like, Cash Out $ TRUUUUUU number 2. Because you can't trip on 100% fact. And the reason why I showed y'all that is because it's so significant that you can't overlook it. The reason why is this simple. If you look at what I'm showing you on the screen and you do your homework, or you got a team, then you can figure out everything in between. Alright? Namer said, gave us the exact address where 6 days later his burnt up van was found 60 miles away from Memphis. And that's why I showed y'all that news clipping of the raid in Mason, Tennessee, because Namer said, Namer's is when you search for information, they said they gave us the exact address. Well, guess what? Since I'm putting this story together with straight facts, then That's what you're looking at. This is the exact field where the burnt up van was found. Exactly. To the goddamn fucking 10 feet. And the next thing that you about to see is, as I said, when you take a day off and you really want 100% facts, then you got to do your homework. And it takes a long hell of a time. What you're looking at is a simple map search from how far from where Howard Barnett's van was found at this location. Is it from where the feds busted all? You seen J Money, you seen Endless Records, Zach business partner, Moneybag Yo bosses. You seen Moneybag Yo, you seen a lot of motherfuckers got busted in this gang targeted RICO on the way as federal 12 goddamn ATF, everybody in on that shit. But we'll get to the rest of that story later. How Anita Wilson, rest in peace, and got caught up in this shit because they was the party promoters. But don't worry about that. Told you. Catch that about 5 or 6 part series episodes later. But right now, what a coincidence that Howard Barnett's cell phone was found threw away on the side of the road, pinged 2 miles from Straight Drop's one of his listed addresses. His van was found 6 days later, 11 minutes from where Moneybag Yo had his album release party, where J Money was too. Now, remember Covington, right? I'm gonna have to end it right here and keep this flowing, so let y'all marinate on that. But ding, ding, ding. J Money was killed about 2 months after this federal raid. He was on the road with Dolph at this time too, right? So he had Moneybag Yo album release party down there getting arrested, and then on a Rolling Loud tour, you came home. Somebody called, if y'all don't know a little story, when J Money was on the road with Dolph before he got killed. Somebody called him back to Memphis, like for one of his partners or something, off the tour. Now this is the same time Key Glock was trying to get in good with Dolph, right? See, Key Glock ain't always been where he at now, because obviously he couldn't without the Flipper Man. So, but 2016, this is when Key Glock was trying to get in good, right? Now, if y'all don't know, it's been told to me that J Money was the chosen one, the one that was supposed to be Key Glock. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to that in one of these episodes. But yeah, that's just a little backstory, because J Money got busted in this federal raid and got killed 2 months later. And somebody called him back to Memphis off the Rolling Loud tour with Dolph, because he was on the road. And I just thought that was information that we're going to have to go down to, because somebody did call him back to Memphis. And as soon as he got here, he went straight up to the goddamn strip club and got gunned down by a 38-year-old man. So we'll get to that later on. But that's why I'm going to end it at. I'm going to show y'all this little clip right here with J Money's. Let y'all know this shit, I'm real about what I'm saying and what I'm doing. We're doing 100% fact. So let me show y'all J Money with dancing with Rakayla. So J Money was, so this chick right here, we'll get to it. Obviously, she in deep. But she in deep. So I hope y'all appreciate this part 2. Know y'all wanted part 3. And last time we spoke, I ain't feel a lot of love for this work, but this is for his mother, and this shit leads all the way back to Dolph. As y'all can see, where it's already gone. You know what I'm saying? I got it on deck. So this long little flipper man. Salute to everybody, all y'all. And before I leave, for the people that believe, Cash App, what's my Cash App? Somebody get in the comment section and tell them. Man, that man, yeah, he working now. $ TRURESULTS #2. For real, this shit is deep. Salute to everybody. I'll see y'all in episode 3. True.
Let's go. Connecticut, we got one. Express your talent. Ty Berry, say LeVon. Let's go. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeVon. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. Niggas talking shit cause I'm not around. Like I'm gone and shit was real. Like you said, I would've been on your mama's lawn. Met you at the corner store, lay it by your car. It ain't about no investment, so no, I don't respond. Pay my own bills. You live for free with your baby moms. I drive my own cars. I went from jail bars to the car to the bar. I'm a star. I ain't put rapper from the star, cause that's what they are. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. Like the king of Memphis, I'm about to run it up like Dolph. About to take off on that no rip, take off. Money train on the way, no stops, rip the brakes off. Unlike Bernie, the feds came, I made off. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. Primo 3, I got that dog food, fuck shoes. I'm stepping on necks and hard to see. The bag don't talk, the bag make moves. That's why you don't see me next to you. A spade's a spade. Nigga know I'm not throwing shades, but I look better than Thug and these YSL shades. Smoking blueberry haze, taking shots to Don J. You ain't talking M&M's, I got nothing to fucking say.